Hey y'all, RX Guy here, back again with another unboxing video. This video is filmed in 4K Ultra HD, so if you have a compatible monitor or display, be sure to crank it up. But this is the Sony RX10 II. At the time of posting this camera just hit the market, also commonly referred to as the Sony RX10 Mark II. Before we get into the box, let's look at some of the specs here. It's a one type Exmor RS CMOS sensor, 20.2 megapixels, 24 to 200 millimeter f2.8, HFR 40x, super slow-mo, and that's one of the things that has attracted a lot of buzz for this camera is the slow motion. 1/32,000 super high-speed shutter, XGA OLED true finder, 3.0 tiltable LCD, 3" / 75 centimeters. And worth mentioning with the LCD, with most common DSLRs where you can pop it to the side and face it forward if you're doing face on video, you're not going to get that functionality with this LCD, but you can pair it with your with a smartphone app, or obviously you could attach an external HDMI field display. That's just a small gripe that I have about this camera, in lieu of all the goodness that you're going to see. So this is just the unboxing video. Be sure to check the link within this video's description, because you'll be able to find other videos that I posted, as well as links to order this camera, as well as the various accessories that I use. So you've got Sony, just a bunch of documentation, Wi-Fi connection, one-touch, NFC, near-field communications. Now obviously at the time of posting this, unless it's changed since I checked the other day, NFC is not available for Apple devices, but if you're using Android, that may be functionality that you have. Apple devices do have NFC, but to my knowledge it's isolated to to Apple Pay functionality. But you can still wirelessly pair using the app, and that's something really cool. I can't wait to explore it with this camera. I use it with my Sony RX10 that I'm using to film this video, and it works great. So you just get a lot of documentation here, and then a quite thick instruction manual. Usually what I do, I'll download those manuals in PDF format, and then that way I can have them on my smartphone when I'm out in the field. So the camera itself does have some weight to it. Definitely not something that definitely does not feel cheap in one's hand. And again, it says right here RX10 II CyberShot. And again, they're talking about the Exmor sensor, and that's something that that a lot of people have really found to be incredible, is the Exmor. So we're going to take off the lens cap here. Obviously, the first thing I'm going to do is put a UV filter on it to better protect it. Obviously, this lens is not detachable. This lens is fixed to the camera, but it's a Zeiss lens. So, you know, for this being a bridge camera, in my opinion, it's just the perfect thing. You see right here where it says click on, click off. See, it makes a sound now, but if I turn this to off, it's just really smooth. So if you're used to using in the past a GH4 like I did for video, then you may really appreciate that declicked option. On the side here, you've got HDMI and a multi, just like a little USB type port, small. I think it's mini USB or micro USB. Check the link within this video's description for the specs. And then above it, and this is what you get on this that you do not get with the smaller RX10 Mark IV. You get a microphone and a headphone jack, which is really nice. And then obviously on the top here, this little protective piece slides out, and you've got a hot shoe. And actually what I'm going to use this for is the same mic that I'm using on my AX100 that I'm filming this video with now. It's a phantom powered mic, meaning you don't have to put batteries in it. It's getting the power from the camera, and you can check the link within this video's description to find that also. One of the immediate things I'm going to do is install an LCD screen protector, because obviously I don't want to get smudges on this. I don't want to get scratches. As I had mentioned previously, this does not go to the side and it does not go completely up. So, you know, if you're wanting to see down, you can do that. If you're wanting to see up, you know, you can do that. But you're not going to have it to where it'll pop out to the side like you have with a GH4 and a variety of other DSLR style cameras. So I'm just going to hold it up here so you can see it in more detail. And you know, as we just saw, it did come with a where did that lens hood go? So it had a lens hood. Did I drop it in the floor? I'm feeling really stupid right now because it had a lens hood. Oh, here it is. It's in the box. I am blind today. So yeah, you do get a lens hood, and that's nice. They included that. Definitely something that. Wait a minute. Hold on just a second. There we go. So, you know, really nice lens hood there. If you need to use that while you're out in the field, and you know, as you can see, it goes easy on, easy off. I was just kind of slow the first time through, but it's got a little indicator there. If you're confused, you can just put that on and then gently twist here. So I'm going to take it off for now, but it's nice that came with that. It's not another item that one has to purchase. And then obviously the batteries, they go in here. Actually the battery goes there. Let's see where the not micro SD, but full size SD card. And that's something I want to mention. I'm using and you can find it within this video's description, I'm using a really high speed SD card because I will be using this. The reason I got this camera was 4K video. So you can find that card within this video's description as well. But let's complete this unboxing video because I'm going to have a ton of other videos with this camera. This is just the unboxing. So we've got the camera out. Now we're going to check this side thing here. So we get a little wall jack here with the type of prongs that one would expect to see in the United States. And then that bottom part is for the USB cable. What I like about this charger is that when it's not in use, that flops down, so it's less likely to get snagged on other equipment in your field bag. Also in here we have a battery, the Sony branded battery. Now this one is, let's see, it's an NP-FW50. Now the battery came with, it's only a 1020 milliamp. So I know I found some aftermarket batteries, and you can find them within this video's description, but they actually have a higher milliamp rating, which should result in better battery life. So yeah, I'm sure this is a good battery, but obviously being out in the field, you probably don't want to be traveling with just one battery. We do have a neck strap. It says RX10. Huh. Curiously enough, it doesn't say RX10 II. You would think that they would have indicated that, but I guess they wanted to save money and probably use the same one they used for the previous version. because this is the second release of the RX10 series. But it has that nice on the inside. You can see that kind of slip resistant. You get out in the field, you get sweaty. You know, it's better to less likely to fall off your neck. So that's included. That's nice that they included this neck strap with the camera, because that's a shortcut that they could have taken. And you can see that's everything in the box except for the materials that it was wrapped in, and then this cable here, which is the, oh, it's a B, a USB B as in Bravo. You can see there it says B. So if you've used devices such as BlackBerry phones and an abundance of other devices, you've probably seen this style connector before, and that's good because it's a common type cable. So if you want to pick up a few extras, you know, maybe have one in your field bag, one in your studio, one in your car, it's a common item to find. So I appreciate that they stuck with that. But that's everything in the box. Again, check the link within this video's description, because I'm going to be posting a plethora of videos pertaining to the camera itself, and then obviously actually the results that I get from the camera, because as I mentioned, I'm going to be using this primarily for 4K video, but it's also nice to have a somewhat small size that feels good in one's hand, but it won't break the bank, because I look at this camera as being an affordable alternative to a camera with interchangeable lenses that, you know, typically with those types of cameras one may spend as much if not more just for the lens. So getting a really nice, you know, as I had mentioned, this is a Zeiss, you know, it's made it to the camera, it won't come off, but it's a Zeiss lens, and from my experience I've had really good luck with Zeiss. And this, you know, this is a pretty heavy camera. When you hold it in your hands, you don't, at least I don't feel like I'm doing 4K on a budget. I mean, I really feel like I've got something that that feels as good, in my opinion, as good as a lot of other cameras that are a lot more expensive, such as the GH4, etc. And it's ergonomically correct, in my opinion. You can see there, it's got the you can see how my thumb fits. So to be able to shoot with this one-handed, I could do that, and it's just really nice. So let's see how it performs. This is right out of the box. This is just the unboxing. So be sure to subscribe, share this video with others. YouTube.com/RXGuy. Thanks for watching, and y'all have a good day.